Hello everybody. Now, I want to show something what I'm doing with my money, how I'm saving, how I'm investing, why I do it. Here we go. So, here it is. This is what I found out is that if you are producing, growing, say $1 right here, right? 1% or less than 1%. Let's change this to 1%. Let's see what happens. 1% per week, right? So I'm gonna change the color of this. So let me just pause it. All right. So back action. All right. So I changed the color of this because it seemed confusing. This is week per week, and over here is per year. So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. That's what this means. And you are doing 1 penny, so 1%. Right? You start with 1, then you have 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents. But it's a little bit more than 4 cents because you are reinvesting the money that you already had, right? So it's gonna grow more than on week 8 is 7. Week, eventually it's gonna grow more and more and more. So instead of week 52, instead of having 1.52, you have 1.66, $1.66. Now this is just $1, right? I could have put any amount here. Let's put 100. Let's say 1,000. Right? And so it grows to 1,661 or whatever, right? So I don't want to do that over here because I am using the results here to multiply by here to do the yearly. So I just keep it on 1. I just keep it like that at 1, starting at 1. It goes all the way to week 52, 1.66. Now I'm not gonna grow 1% per week. I'm gonna do a little bit less, just in case you don't make it or whatever. Oh, and this is average. That's something that I didn't explain before. Oh, because I made another video. So here we go. Let me just pause this so that I can. Okay, so this is what you got here. Every week you grow at 1%. Oh yeah, I was gonna show week 49, 50, 51, 52, all the way to 1.58, roughly. Now this is average. Some weeks can be 2%, some weeks can be 3%, some weeks can be negative 1%. Doesn't matter. As long as you average 1%, it's okay. Alright, so we go. So on the. Okay, so now let's go back. Let's go to this side. So let's say you have $10,000 saved, and that's what you are investing. The reason why I put $10,000 here is because if you have less, you're gonna be making. Let's say you only have 1,000. You're gonna spend the whole year to make $500. You're gonna say, "What? Are you kidding me? It's not worth it." But even if you have 1,000, look what happens after you will have after 7 years, you will have 15,000. So if you don't want to put all the money there, there's no way that you can make that much money for whatever reason. you can still start with 1,000. It's just gonna be a lot of work for very little return. Like if you ask me, if I had to do this for a year to make $579, I'm not gonna do it. It's just too much work. Don't worth it. So you gotta start. If I'm gonna, it's just not doesn't. It's better just to go to work and make $500. Minimum wage. Anything is better than spending a whole year to make $500. You know, even if you spend a little bit of money, a little bit of time. I mean. So let's say you start with, I don't know, 5,000. Your tax return, something. Your COVID money. Government give you $5,000. So what do you do with it? Well, you start with that, and then in 3 years you will have this much, and even if it takes you a year to go from 5,000 to 7,800, which is $2,000. Well, at least $2,000 is not nothing. It's something. You can also start with, let's go back to 1,000 or $2,000, and you can add another 2,000 on the second year. So instead of having this much, you have what is it, 5,000, and then on the third year you'll have 10,000. The fourth year you will have a lot. If you keep adding 2,000, and then there's gonna be a time where the 2,000 don't even count, so you stop adding money into it. And maybe you want to see the formulas, how I did that. This is a formula. You can pause it and look at it. See that? G1 is this, and H2 is this, H2 right there. That's the formula for that. C52, which is the one, C is here all the way down. 52 is this. I'm just going slow so you can copy it if you want. That's just 1%. It's 0.9, just a number. It's a formula there. 0.9 plus 1. So this number means it's 100% plus 0.9%. It's 100.9% this of that, right? Is that for the calculation? See, all these numbers are this number on top of it times this, and that gives you how much you have if you start with $1. So I just want to I wanted to show the spreadsheet closer, so you know what I'm talking about, so you understand what this is. I hope you can see it. So let me just see something. Let's see, I start with 21,000. One more zero. 10 years to make $1 million. $10,000. Doesn't even make it much difference. 12 years. 11 years. One more year. So if you start at 10,000 or 20,000, it's just one more year. It doesn't matter. So 10,000 is a good number. I picked 10,000. Or if it takes you 3 years to save this 10,000, well, it's going to take you more. It's going to take you 15 years to get to your goal. Whatever. If 1 year you don't make money, you go negative, it's going to take you more years. You're just going to lose more time if you don't do it right. That's all. You're not gonna lose money. Well, you're gonna lose money, but you're gonna make it back. You're just gonna lose time and effort. Let me pause it. Take a break. I was just checking the system. Everything is fine. So far, this file is 32 megabytes for this video. Okay, so I hope you understand and you don't have any more questions. I'm just trying to think what else could I explain here to make this clean, simple. One moment. Okay, yeah, what I was forgetting to explain is how to go year by year. First year, I should copy this here. And let's go. So I moved this over here, so this is more clear now. This is week on blue, and this is on black is years. So first year you have 10,000. Now you add 57% to that, you have 15,792, 24,940. So if you invest this exactly the same way, you make 1%. Here after 7 years it's not 70,000, it's 155,000, because you are investing the money that you make. So it's like adding money. You're not investing $10,000 every year and you're making 5,000. If you do that, then you're only gonna make, in 10 years you're gonna make 50,000 if you only make $5,000. It's not linear here, it just keeps increasing. So by the end of what I say 10 years, you're gonna have this much, 600,000. You're not gonna have 50,000. You see how this is a powerful thing? It just increases very fast. I see that when you have this kind of money, you're gonna have to, one morning you're gonna say, well, give me 600,000 worth of stock, and you're gonna keep it for a few minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, and then you're gonna sell it, and you're gonna make 1% of that, which is what, $6,000. You see it, and you're done for the whole week. Let's compare this. I'm gonna write some formulas. Let's compare this to a real estate investment. Let's say the bank gives you for free, right? They give you and then you pay the interest and all of that. Let's ask Bing. I'm gonna pause it so it doesn't take forever. Okay, so let me just pause it. So here you go. I type this. Let's send it. Oh wow. Yeah. How much is the mortgage? How much is the let's say it's 15 years. Monthly payment for the monthly payment for 250 home depends on several factors. Oh, so 15 year is this much, 1,666. So I don't know, let's say you rent it for 22 like that minus, I have to put equals. Oops. What did I do? Okay, so equals to 22 minus 1, 2. You're gonna spend that much for the mortgage minus HOA is probably 300. Minus tax. I'm thinking about 3,000 per year. That's $300 for taxes. What? Zero? You're making zero? So you have to charge more. 2,500 bucks. Alright, so you make $300 for 10 years. How much money is that? Let's say equals to that times 120, 10 years, 12 months, you're renting it every day. You make 36,000 bucks. And the value of the house is nothing because it's inflation. It's not like it's gonna, it's just inflation. Yeah, I just don't see it. I don't see the money here. Let's pause it. I might pause. No, oh, I'm recording. Yeah, I'm recording. I'll pause it. Alright, so we got this, and you got 250. Let's say you have 10% inflation. 250. 1, 2, 3 $1,000. Right? And it's gonna say equals to this times, which is a lot, appreciation and inflation and whatever. 1.1. Okay, I'm just guessing here. Copy and this part of this. Paste. Should be pasting. Let me pause this because it's okay. So here we go. Let's say this $250,000 apartment goes up 10% every year. It's possible, right? At the end of okay, one. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. Actually, I should move that up. Copy. I cannot copy a whole bunch. I have to copy it one by one. Oops, no internet. That's what I need now. That's not too bad. So at the end of all that time, you're gonna have 700,000. Which is 250. I think I put too much money for inflation. It's not real. Let's change it. I think 5 was good, huh? I don't want to say you're gonna have 250 and compare to this because there's gonna be inflation here too. So, uh, but at 10% is too much. We don't know what inflation is gonna be. I think it's gonna be a lot of inflation. This base. Oh come on, base. Impossible. Right, so in real estate, the bank gives you 250,000 bucks. They just give it to you because if you don't pay, they take the apartment back. So they don't care. Right. Sorry about that. So at the end of the 10 years, you have 407,000 bucks plus 36,000, which is what you made during all this time for the rent or whatever. What is that equal to? Let's add up this plus shift. Sorry about my chair, makes a lot of noise. Plus that 440 whatever, which is half of this. And this is minimum because I can do more than 1%. If I spend more time, let's say I make 1.5 a week. $19 million compared to 400. That's if you really keep bought and you're 200 each year you're doing 100% basically. You're doubling the money every year. It doesn't take that long to, in 7 years you got $1 million, which is way more than this. And this is inflation. So actually now I can do this divided by this to see how much the inflation was. It looks like it's half. I'm gonna do it. Equals to this divided by that. 62%. So now if I do equals to that number divided or times divided by this number that we got here, which is the inflation, 5% inflation. Oops, it doesn't fit. 12 million. So which one's better? Let's do this number. Oh, okay. So this is really $250,000 on today's money. It's just because of inflation. You'll buy the same apartment is going to cost you this much. So it's just inflation. There's no money being made there. You only make this much in 10 years. But look at this. In this is today's money, $12 million in today's money. in 10 years or 11 years, whatever, it's gonna be this much, 19 million. Enough to retire. And you're starting with 10,000 bucks, which is not too. The bank is not gonna lend you 10,000 bucks. Actually, if you don't open, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm recording. Yes, I am recording. Okay, if you don't open IRA, Roth IRA, they will give you. If you put in 10,000, you can invest 20,000. They double your money. They do lend you whatever you put in. They lend it to you. So that's called leverage. So you have a leverage. So you can have a leverage without having any credit. You can borrow 10,000 bucks without credit. You need a bank account, and you have to prove that you can take the money out and put it back in, something like that, and you're done. Robinhood gives it to you. Webull gives it to you. Ameritrade gives it to you. So there you go. With 5,000, you really have 10,000 bucks. So that's not that much. I have a Roth IRA which doesn't give you that. So I have to have a real 21,000 bucks in there. There you go. That was another thing that I forgot to explain in the other video. So this is comparing real estate to stock market investment. The only way you're gonna make this much money is that you have to keep on borrowing from the bank more money and more money and more money, and buying more properties and more properties and more properties. Then yeah, you can make more than this. I don't know. It's your choice. I'm just showing you what can be done. Okay. Oh, there is something that I forgot to say at the beginning of this. This is not advice. I'm not an advisor. I'm just showing you what I know, what I do, and showing you numbers here. I'm saying if you make this much, you're gonna get this much. That's all I'm showing. Okay, so wait a minute. This is I changed this number, right? Which one did I change? Ooh. Why is this changed? Oh, right here. I am. Oh yeah, I was gonna do something. Okay, so here. What's happening here? That's the number I have to change. To 0.9 a week, which is very simple to do. I'm gonna show you how I'm doing it. So this is how it compares. In here you'll have made this much minus the initial 10,000 bucks, which is 20,000, which will be 20,000 bucks with inflation. and in here you have 500. You understand what I did here, right? This is the money now. This amount is worth this much today, and this is how much it's gonna be worth in 10 years. But I didn't do that here. This actually, this amount is this amount in the future, plus this money that you make, right? For charging for the rent. Okie dokie. Let me pause it because I forgot something here. I'm trying to remember. Pause. Yes, pause. Okay, yeah, there's a mistake here. This is 15 years, and I only did 10 here. So you have to add 5 more years, and you have this. You have millions in 15 years in this system. Where here you still have 250,000. Oh no, actually, yeah. After 15 years, you're gonna see they're gonna start making money, right? Because this is paid for. Yeah, you're gonna have the mortgage. It's all gonna be all profit. But that's after the first 15 years that it takes you to make that money. So you don't pay interest to the bank. Still good, but better than nothing. I think it's more of a problem with the fixing, maintenance, having to find people when they leave. I don't see it. I don't have 15 years. I'm too old. Okay, so this one is quicker. I still didn't show you how to do it, because once I show you how to do it, you'll understand. Or how I am doing it. I cannot give you any advice. Okay, that was one thing. Let's pause again. I haven't found anything. I just changed this to a different format. Let's make this smaller so it fits better. So I changed this to money, and I changed this to percentage. So this number is 162 times this, right? So it's 62%. That's how I came out with this. This will be today's money, right? Okay, good. Pause again, 1 sec, check everything. It's getting late, so I adjusted these amounts. Real estate, you have this much in 15 years, which is the same. You can buy the same apartment. So you make zero basically with this much money. But you made this much after 15 years. You made $250,000 worth on today's money. You have that. You have $250,000, which is paid by the people who rent it, and the little bit left over that you have, right? One more moment. Let me check this part here, see if it matches. Oh yeah, but this is 2.5%, which now is more than that. It went up. You're not gonna have 2.5% mortgage. If you have 2.5% mortgage, that means the inflation is not gonna be 5%. It's gonna be 2.5. So these numbers are gonna be lower. Well, it doesn't matter. It just this is the same as this in the future. So if I have this amount here, 9 million, it's really this much today. So I made this much money. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna have this much money after 15 years. 4.5 million. So who cares about the 10,000 or the 20,000 or whatever that I had to put in out of my own pocket? I'll get it back. Oh, there's another thing. If you put this in a IRA account, let me write it down so you can look it up what that means. Roth. That means you don't pay taxes. So all the money that you're making is tax free unless you take it out before you retire. Right? When you retire, do you have to pay any taxes if your Roth IRA grew? Can you withdraw? So when you're 59 and a half years old and you held it for at least 5 years, you can just withdraw whatever money you want. Wow. So you can do this when you're, let's say, what does it say, 15 and a half, that's 60. Minus 15 is what, 45. You can start when you're 45 doing this. And you have this much money when you retire. Social Security. Wow. With Social Security, you pay all your life 20% of whatever you make, and then when you retire, they'll give you an amount of money that is not even enough to cover your rent. Where here you can buy 10 properties with this much money and rent them, and you have $10,000 or whatever, $20,000 a month. Income, because you're gonna pay cash for them. You don't have to pay a dime of interest. You may have to pay tax, sales tax, that's all. But that's plenty of money for retirement. Okay, so I hope you see how this works, right? Enough? Should I make a different video to explain how you make this much, this 1%? Can I pause this all night and continue tomorrow? It's interesting. Will it stay up? Let's try it. No, I'm going. Let's go to the. Okay, changing subjects. This is how you make 1%. There's a stock called SPXL. What that means, let's see. What SPXL? Is a symbol for the direction, the name of this company, daily S&P 500 Vol 3X. Okay, this is another word that I was going to show you. It's called leverage. It has leverage of 3 times the S&P. So see, this one went up. Oh, what is it showing? I'm new to this one. I use some other software, so bear with me here. See, it's 75 now. It was, this morning was, I mean, yesterday it was 72. So it grew up 73, 74, 75, 3%. It went up 3% today, right? So the S&P didn't go up 3% today, it went up 1%. So it's because it's leverage by 3x minus a maintenance. We have to pay whoever is running this, and the software and the energy and the rent and all that. So it's not really 3x, it's maybe it's 2.99x. Or I don't even know, who cares? It's just big enough. I'm happy with it. It's better than 2x or it's better than 1x, even if it's not really 3x, because you have to pay maintenance and whatever, right? It's, call it an interest. Okay, so this is how I do it. Okay, let me turn this off. And I have indicators here. I have this indicator. When this indicator is called the RSI, which is here, you can pause the video and read it. RSI define. So while that loads, you can pause it and read it. I'm not going to explain that. See, they're using 70 and 30 here. I'm using 90 and 10, and I set it here. This is 90, this line right here is 90, and this line right here is 10. I got it from a book, and I'm using the RSI 3, which is just very reactive. It goes up and down a lot. Can we change it? Let's change it. Usually everybody uses 14. Let's put OK. I hope it doesn't screw up my. See what happens with the 14? You never know. You never know when you have to buy it. It's just too flat. So let's change it back to 3. You probably 3 what? 3 periods. This is, each line is 1 period. In here, in this graph. Zoom here. Okay, so this adds. Oh, by the way, this is TradingView, but this is the web page. I have another video that's showing you this cell phone. I wonder how big is the file. Now let me pause it. So the file is 192 megabytes. Nothing. I'm not even close to a gigabyte, and I have 1,000 gigabytes. Which is 1 terabyte. So we're doing fine. Am I recording or not? Yes, I am recording. Okay, so okay, so this is the thing here. RSI signs. Overbought and oversold. So overbought is here. See the price? The people got excited, whatever, and they bought, but they went above this number. See the yellow thing here? Let's see if we can change the color. Let's pause it. Wow. I was able to find out how to change it to dark. Ooh, what's this? Chat. Okay, good. Totally lost my. What was? Oh yeah. Here. Buy. Cheap. Boom, 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 boom. Up there. Sell. Sell over here is this one. Another one. Buy here, which is here, and then sell here. And if you miss it, whatever, you can sell here. If you miss it, you have to wait until you hit it again. How many weeks is this? This is 2 weeks. There's a chance here for this week, and there's a chance here for the other week, and here's no chance. Let's say you bought here. I think I did. I bought at 72 something because I saw something there, but I wasn't even using this software. Right here, this is a buy point, and then nothing happened. So let's say I bought here. $72.10, and then I would have to sell here. 72.9. I wouldn't make 1%, and if I would sell here, I would have lost, and I would have to wait 1 day, 2 days, a few days until I can sell for higher, for 73. So see, there are exceptions. So when this happens, you sell right away. You don't stay, and then you wait for a lower point. You wait for a lower point, and you buy here. Then you sell here. Well, it's easier to say. It's not so easy to do, right? It's not easy because you buy here. You don't know if it's gonna drop more or if it's gonna go up. You don't know. I think there was some announcement here. You have to listen to the news. You have to listen to the news. That gives you an idea of what's going to happen. But look here. In this week, you probably made 5%, and you can say, well, I made it for 5 weeks. So even if you don't make any money on this one, you made a lot here. Because this one if you buy here, went from 69 all the way to 73. That's 4% right there. I know for a whole month in just 2 days. Which is, it's gonna have to be that way. Here's another opportunity. Double bottom or something. Let's say you bought here around 65, 67, that's 2% more, maybe 3%. You see, is there any more? I hate this one right here. Okay, they're trying to sell me the thing, but I didn't buy it. From here. See, that was right there. Boom. Alarm goes off. You look at it, you open it, and you say, "Hey, I'm buying it." You drop. Look how much it dropped this morning. A lot. So you buy it. Boom. 60, 61. Maybe let's say you get it at 61. So all you have to do is sell it at 62. It's right there. At the end of the day, you just set it up for 62. Or you can sell it for 63. Look how much it went up. 66. Whoa. That was a good day. I remember it was crazy. I made a lot of money on this. But I wasn't using this system. I was using some other system. Okay, so here's the problem. Bull market. I mean, bear market. Bear. You're not gonna make money. You might lose a little bit, but you have to be tight. This says right here that you gotta buy, but you go there, and guess what? You're not gonna make. So you have to set certain percentage to sell, and say, okay, I lost 0.5%, so then I'm not getting into this one, and you wait for the next one right here. Over here, let's say if you buy here 64 and you set it for 65, boom, right there you set it. You made it 1%, maybe a little bit less than 65, because 1% of 65, it's 0.65, 0.7. It's not, it doesn't have to go all the way to 65. So we keep working. Look, oh man, it's from 65 to 72. That's enough. When you see this, after this, you just sell it and you just wait. You just don't get in for a long time. Look at this. Boom, 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 all the way down here. Boom, to over here. You see that, 65, 67. There's another 1% here. 67, 68, 1%. Oh, there's another chart that I want to show you. So that's how you do it. You just be consistent and this is 5 days is a week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many weeks are showing? 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost 2 weeks in here. In 2 weeks, you're gonna tell me that you're not gonna be able to make 2% in here. So there's 2%. Look at that. Wow, you know. You see that? Buy, buy. Boom, 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 boom. Sell right there. Chum, chum. Let's say you didn't want to sell, you kept it. Yeah, boom. There. Well, I'm just saying, but it happens. It goes up, good. And if it goes down, you sell right away. You lost. You lose a little bit. And you don't care. You just keep trying. Actually, today I was about to get out. I almost got out, but I stayed, and it went well. I was on the point where if it kept dropping a little bit because I bought here, and then it went down all the way down here, I was to the point where I was gonna say, okay, I lost, because if it keeps going down, then I really lose. You went down a quarter. Yeah, a quarter. It's horrible. And then the next morning, okay, blue, this means after hours, and this is before hours right there. I bought it around here, 72, and I sold around here. No, actually here, 73, right there. It took all night to make that my 1% right there. But if I would kept it more, I would have made 2 or 3%. You know? But I decided to be safe and just sell it. Can't get too greedy, and you can't just fall asleep and let it run on its own. Right, so that's it. I show you the things that happened in the past, that there is always opportunities. I show you how to make 1% every week, and I show you what happens if you make 1% every week and you keep the money there, don't take it out. Alright, so now I'm gonna stop recording and upload it. See you. Put a like and ask me any questions, recommend it, read it, listen to it again and over. Should I do another one? There's another one. You can use something else, which is more based on tech. It's very similar to S&P, but it doesn't take, I think it doesn't take financial institutions into account. So it's a little bit different. It's more volatile than this. It just goes up and down much more than this every day. And this, one more thing is the ATR. So you don't have any wanderings. ATR is the average true range right there, and this graph shows you the ATR. This has to be high. It's preferable when it's high. This is not good when it's low. The higher the better. Or when it's about to get high, I guess. That's another thing that you have to look at. The ATR. You want the ATI to be high. So the ATR is on average a quarter right here. It's better to wait until it's above a quarter, not below. Bad point to buy. Bad point. Bad point. Buy all the way up here, you don't buy. Because if you buy here, you're gonna have to wait for all this pain to get your money back all the way over here. And this is a fast drop too. You don't have time to sell. If you buy it here, it will only be there for a minute and then it start dropping fast. Well, anyway, okay, see you later.